Hello, my friends. Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. Today, I want to share with you one cool new free plugin, also another one that it's available for free for a limited time, and also I want to share with you three awesome and new deals and music production tools that were just released as well. So all of the links, as usual, are going to be provided in the video description and first comment. And of course, I will make sure to put timestamps as well in case that you want to move around between the mini segments of the video. Before we start, let me show you quickly the plugins we are going to be checking out today. First, we have this, first we have this experimental chorus delay, dynamic delay by Witchpig. This is the DYNAVERSE. Also, we have available for free at Bedroom Producer blog. We have the tuned plugins, tuned Reverb. There are 10,000 licenses of this plugin available for free. Of course, there are less now than 10,000. I'm not sure how many, but you can still get it for free. Licenses are still active, and the promotion is still going on. This is a new promotion from today. Also, checking out some of the most important deals, we have the new transient shaper by Newfangled Audio. This is the Articulate. I thought this is a very interesting plugin in this field, the transient shaping, and it has an introductory price of $29. I think a good value for this plugin by this awesome company. Also, we're going to be checking out the brand new smart 3-in-1 plugin by Izotope. This is a de-esser, a declick, and also a tonal balance plugin that also has a deal cross-grade from any other paid Izotope product here at Plugin Boutique. $39 for this plugin. Normally it costs $49, but in this promotion it costs $39 if you own a previous Izotope product here at Plugin Boutique. And also WA Production just released this multi-effect all-in-one plugin for buses and Mixboss. This is the Mixbus precisely at an introductory price of $18. And remember that here at Plugin Boutique there are always something going on regarding a free thing that you get in the purchase of any stuff here at the website. Before we begin, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where you can amnerhunter.com, where you can get some additional free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some additional free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses and drum sample packs. And don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. Also, I would like to invite you to my second channel, which is called Amner Hunter Makes Music. Subscribe if you are into creating music. This channel is going to be dedicated only to create music from scratch, to build songs, to release songs also in the most professional way that I can, using free plugins, using paid plugins. This channel is not going to be about demos, about reviews, news, or anything like that. It's going to be only about music creation for a couple of original projects of mine for rock and metal. All right, the link is also in the video description. So if you're here, let me know. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions. John is here, and Bruce Wayne. Hello guys, thanks a lot for being here. I appreciate it. It's kind of late here where I live, 12:39 a.m. So yeah, but thanks a lot. I appreciate it very much. Let me take you now to my DAW and let's check out these plugins in action. Okay, so let's begin with the freebies, right? This is the DYNAVERSE by Witchpig. This is a very interesting experimental chorus delay, dynamic delay. Not dynamic in the sense of compression and stuff like that, Dynamic in the sense that it introduces modulation and movement to the delays in a very psychedelic experimental way. You will hear that in a moment. You have here all of the controls, right? For depth, rate, mix. This is like for the chorus, for instance. Also here we have the balance, delay, and the general mix control for the delay itself. Also we have attack, release. We have low frequency oscillator as well, and low frequency oscillator rate. But the interesting thing is that when we press this circle in the center, we have 3 different modes. One has less movement, another has more movement, and one is static, right? As you can see there, it's a bit more active, and these this is like an ever-evolving delay, experimental delay, right? Let me show it to you right now. Here in this example, I'm gonna show you first the dry signal. This sort of clean guitar riff. There are some presets included. Let's add some movement here. Rate. Again. In yellow, it has the most movement. Right, very crazy we can get with this. Here is static pretty much when it's in red. It turns to purple and yellow, right? Red, it's static. Let's check out some other presets here. Interstellar. Some very cool, crazy delay thing. Parallel universe. Balance. Okay, let's play a bit with the low frequency oscillator. Skyscraper. End of the world. Some crazy effects with this new effect by Witchpig. It's available for, if I'm not mistaken, for Windows and Mac, yeah. And let's continue with the next freebie. This is the tuned reverb by Tuned Plugins. This reverb has nothing to do with tuning or auto-tune or anything like that. That's just the name of the company, right? Tuned Plugins. This is a normal reverb with very ease of use. It doesn't get very complicated. It sounds good on different sources. Very simple to use. The user interface is pretty straightforward, pretty streamlined. You have some tonal shaping capabilities within the reverb, like the body, right, to add some weight or low end, and the air to add some brightness, of course. It has the time of the reverb, the delay, the width as well, which is stereo enhancement. This is the general mix control, right? Blend from 0 to 100%, and it has also an output. And there are some presets included as well. So first, let's check it out on this snare. And I'm gonna show you in context of the drum kit as well. Okay, so let's make it shorter. We can reduce the body. Dry. Let's check it out in context of the drum kit. Before. With. Longer. Too big, right, for a snare. All right, and well, actually, yeah, this is okay. Cool thing is that we have an output as well. All right, and now let's check it out on, let's see, on vocals here. Yeah.
I am what's wrong with this society.
Okay, here it is.
I am what.
Well, I don't have the, sorry, I don't have the plugin added yet to the vocal track here. Let me look for it. It's called tuned reverb. Yeah, it's also pretty lightweight on the CPU.
I am what's wrong with this society. They burned down our Babylon, the serpent servants, the morning star disease. I am what's wrong with this society.
Check it out in context.
I am what's wrong with this society. They burned down our Babylon, the serpent servants, the morning star.
All right, yeah, as simple as that. This is the tuned reverb by Tuned Plugins. Let's continue with the premium plugins now. We have this cool, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I thought it was a very interesting take on the concept of transient shaping, right? Normally transient shapers handle the attack and release, right? This new plugin by Newfangled Audio De-Articulate handles not only attack and release, but also attack, decay, sustain, and release. So all of the ADSR, right? All of the different parts of a waveform. So the attack, it's the smack, the decay is the punch, the sustain is the body, and the release is the air, right? And all of that with 4 simple sliders or faders, right? You can solo each one of the faders to listen only that specific part of the signal. Also, it has this separation sets that transition sharpness between the different segments of the attack, decay, sustain, and release, smooth and focused, right? And also has a sidechain option and a limiter, which is very handy to have engaged at all times, pretty much, because when you increase the attack, for instance, you can increase a lot of the initial transient, and you can overload the output pretty much. So that's a cool thing to have, the limiter here. And it has also the delta functionality to listen only what the plugin how is affecting the signal, right? You have also a general blend controller mix from 0 to 100%. So let's check it out here. For instance, in this kick drum, we can shape it in different ways. So that's the normal sound. We can increase, for instance, the attack. That's why it's very useful to have the limiter engaged, because if we increase the attack, we don't have to worry about the output here. Listen to the difference. Much more impact on the initial transient. Let's play with a decay. But if we reduce the decay or the punch, and we can even clean a track, a part of the drum kit pretty much with this. We can clean it like a gate would do. For instance, if we reduce the air, we're pretty much gating, right? Listen to that, only the attack, right? This is the attack. Here we have the punch. Listen to how we shaped now the kick drum. From that to that, right? Separation, focused, and smoother. 50%, I think it's a good place here to be. Alright, let's check out the context of the full drum kit with and without it. I'm not saying it's necessarily bad before, but we have a lot of control over attack, decay, sustain, and release of any signal, right? We got rid of pretty much all of the tail of all of the reverb. We have a tighter kick drum. Right, very cool plugin, I think, by Newfangled Audio. Also, let's check it out on the snare. Also, I have it here on the snare, and let's shape this snare. Let's engage the limiter. Let's add attack, punch. Right? It works like a charm. It works like a gate, producing some bleed. That's here on the release. Alright, let's check it out in context of the full drum kit now, with and without it. We can reduce the output here. before. Nice. This is the attack. We can mute everything. We have only the attack, not the decay. This is what's here, right? So yeah, very, very interesting plugin, I think, by Newfangled Audio to shape any sound, especially drums and percussive elements, I think. So let's continue with the next one. By Izotope, we have a new plugin in this series of series of smart plugins, like the smart delay, smart reverb, now the smart de-esser, tonal shaping, and also declick in one plugin. So three effects in one, right? This plugin is meant to be used like for a fast effective result. First, what you need to do is learn. Click here on learn, so that it listens to the audio, right? To a vocal, for instance. It will detect and it will create some notes here, some bands that will attack the S's or problematic frequencies on the high end. It can also be used for cymbals, for instance. So as you can see here, also we have the tonal shaper, which will balance the frequencies throughout the frequency spectrum, lows, mids, and highs. And it can also be used for vocals, dialogue, and instruments as well, and cymbals, right? There might be some harsh piercing cymbals sometimes, and with this we can shape it, and we can attack also the high frequencies with this sibilance part. Also, we have a declicker. Sometimes we don't notice the clicks and pops that we introduce to the audio, and here we have, with a single control here, this fader, we can add that effect to reduce the clicks from audio. We can of course listen with this S. We can listen only what this part of the plugin is doing, how it's affecting the signal, right? Also here we can listen to the clicks, right? It's like a delta, and of course we have a delta for general listening of the effect of this plugin, right? Minus the original signal, only the effect of this plugin in the signal, right? And the de-esser can be set in different ways, such as a band pass, and yeah, it's the filter shape of the bands, right? And also can work as an upward or expansion, or as a normal de-esser reducing, right? Upward expansion and downward compression or de-essing, right? It has a general mix control for all of the three processors. So let's analyze this vocal that I have here, which the S's are kinda problematic, I think. Let's check it out.
Celosas las estrellas.
Yeah, I don't know if you hear it, but to me it's a bit annoying.
Celosas las estrellas son.
So let's click here on learn.
Celosas las estrellas son,
quickly,
pues
it's
si
learning.
juntas en constelación pueden igualar todo.
Okay, so it already created this.
Celosas las estrellas son, pues si juntas en constelación pueden
There it is.
igualar.
Let's
Celosas
listen to it.
las
Only the S's.
estrellas son. Pues si juntas.
Here we have the amount. We can increase the amount of de-essing and the threshold.
Celosas las estrellas son, pues si juntas en constelación
Okay.
Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en constelación pueden igualar todo ese brillo.
Smoother sound for sure.
Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en constelación pueden igualar. Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en constelación pueden igualar todo ese brillo.
Okay, and it also...
Los soles no dan razón, como con todo ese celosas.
It also added some tonal balances here, as you can see.
Las estrellas.
The lift is for the boosts, right? Dynamic boosts, and the tame is for the dynamic cuts.
Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en constelación pueden igualar.
Right, it's evolving, it's acting in real time.
Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en
got rid of some low end.
Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en constelación.
Adding or enhancing some frequencies and reducing some potential problematic frequencies.
Las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en
we can ignore lows, mids, or highs with this, and we select the type of track that we're dealing with. Let's check out the big clicker.
Celosas las estrellas.
Here it shows the repairs.
Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en constelación.
11. Let's check out now. Let's hear only the clicks. Right, and we can listen to everything. All the problematic frequencies reduced and clicks.
Pueden igualar todo ese brillo. Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas en constelación pueden igualar. Celosas las estrellas hoy, pues ni juntas.
All right, and let's also use it on another track. I wanted to show you another example here. Let's turn on the plugin and learn. This is a very dynamic vocal track that I have here. Very problematic. Let's see how we can fix this with this plugin.
And baby, there's a lot, so let it go. Just let it go.
Let's go again.
And baby, there's a lot.
Oh, we need much more, definitely.
And baby, there's a lot, so let it go. Just let it go.
Right, and we need to reduce here. Let's tame more because we have a lot of low end here.
And baby, there's a lot.
Nice, much better.
And baby, there's a lot, so let it go. Just let it go. And baby, there's a lot. And baby, there's a lot.
Okay, before.
And baby, there's a lot.
We even have those like pops, right? Very strong low end here. That is causing this these plosives.
And baby, there's.
And with this we can definitely
And baby, there's a lot.
Reduce them a
so
lot.
let it go. Just let it go.
Let's hear everything.
And baby, there's
All of that is
a lot.
attacking.
So let it go. Just let it go.
And quite a lot of clicks as well. Let's listen. There they are.
And baby,
Let's check out the tonal balance here.
and baby, there's a lot.
Right, I think it works great on vocals. I haven't tested it on cymbals, but it should work definitely. This lift and tame I think are helpful. The tame for reducing problematic frequencies, the lift to enhance like probably potential good frequencies to enhance that track or instrument. Finally, let's check out the brand new plugin by WA Production. This is the Mixboss. WA Production promises that there's not a lot of things that you would need using this plugin to finalize your bosses. And the purpose of this plugin, the philosophy, is the top-down mixing, right, approach, where you instead of moving from the bottom up, meaning from the individual elements and losing a lot of time on individual elements of the mix, you start from the top down, from the master, from the mix bus to the bosses for different instruments. And sometimes you are not gonna need plugins on individual channels because you are doing most of the heavy lifting on bosses or mix bus, right? It's one of my favorite approaches, top-down mixing. And this plugin is a multi-effect. It has a multi-band compressor. This control is for multi-band compressor. The more you increase it, the more compression it will trigger on low, mids, and highs, and you're gonna start to see like these lights are like flickering, right? When it's reducing lows, mids, or highs, the more you increase this control. Also, we have enhance. By enhancing, we are improving several things with the mix, right? We're improving depth. Depth is like more separation without muddiness. Also, color is saturation, and widening is of course more stereo width, stereo expansion, right? And this is the knob for all of these three, and we can select it or unselect it like that. And we have this for balance as well. We have also an EQ. This EQ, the lows and highs, is based on a Pultec, right? For a very pleasant low end and high end. It has a mids as well. And the EQ is normally before the compression, but you can set it after the compression by enabling post here. The mix EQ, if we enable this control, we're gonna reduce some subsonic frequencies and frequencies on the extreme highs that a mix like some genres like rock and stuff like that, pop, don't need a lot of subsonic frequencies like other genres like EDM and stuff like that. So this is to reduce those extreme frequencies on the extreme lows and extreme highs, right? So that's enabling the mix EQ. We have also a limiter, right? The increasing will increase the loudness of the track. That's why it's meant to be as a probably final plugin, on your mix, because we can increase the loudness, and we can, of course, with the output, we select the ceiling of this limiter, right? So we can set it, for instance, at -1 and increase the limiter to increase the loudness, but be careful to not overuse it, because or otherwise you're gonna destroy the dynamics. And we have a general mix control. And also, a very cool thing is that we can check out the mix. Since this is a plugin to be meant to be used as a final plugin on your mix, also you can monitor that mix on different speakers, right? We have the monitor, we have the car test, and we have the cell phone test, right? The cell phone, the small speakers on a cell phone. So here we can also test that. So I have a full mix here. Let's do some changes here, and let's see how this plugin sounds. Let's increase some multi-band compression. As you can see, the lights are kind of flickering a bit. Let's enhance, for instance, depth, saturation, let's use the mix EQ since we're mixing here a rock metal track. It has a very pleasant low end and high end, very round, like the Baltic style, right? And I'm going to increase the volume of this track because I'm going to increase the limiter. I set a ceiling of -1 here. Yeah, you can double click in and set -1. We have a meter here of input and output. Let me decrease the limiter. I better turn it off and turn it on with this, which is more like on the instant instead of turning off the plugin here. This is tonal balance, by the way. I think I forgot to mention it. Okay, and let's say that there we have the final result. Let's check it out on different monitoring systems. This is like a small speakers, right? Like a boombox or something like that. A car. And a cell phone. Let's test it quickly here on drums. Isolated drums. I'm gonna decrease the limiter. Before. For more compression, if we are not having more, we can increase the input, decrease the output. There, we have more compression, multi-band. Alright, so there you go, my friends. Those are the 5 plugins I wanted to review today. Please let me know what you think of these tools. Let me know what you think of them. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions. And yeah, I have some people here in the live stream. Let me read some comments. And let me see. So Eric is here. Nice reverb indeed, says Eric. What else we have here? Natural reverb, says Eric. Kevin Wayne, hello Kevin. Do you have a time frame as to when you want mixes to be reviewed, to be turned in? Kevin, I wish there was an Audacity-like quick mix function in most DAWs. Be a good starting point. That probably that's the way a lot of plugins and DAWs are going to follow. I think maybe imagine Izotope is going to someday, I think, release a DAW that will do most of the mixing for you, like analyzing a track. Imagine that. It could happen. But too much AI also, it's not very good sometimes. And about the mixes, Kevin, well, I don't have a time frame. If I'm gonna release a video with the ones that I already have, and if you send a mix and it doesn't enter in that video, well, I'm gonna leave it for the next one. So no worries. There's no real time frame really, because I can review mixes in different series of videos, right? Kevin says, have you taken a look at Universal's new free DAW? So far, none of the freebies have gotten me away from Reaper. It's like these people don't know what a workflow is. I tried to use, Kevin, the Luna, right? The Luna DAW, that's the one from Universal Audio. I tried to use it, but I couldn't get it to work on my Windows computer. I don't know what happened. I couldn't use it really. But I use Reaper, and I am very happy with Reaper. I don't see myself changing DAW really. But I would have wanted to test it for sure. Kevin says, that song still makes me think of Godsmack. Is that an original of yours, Abner? Oh yeah, Godsmack, great band. It's not an original of mine, Kevin. It's I don't remember the band. Let me look quickly here to the band. The band, it's called Diamond B. DAIMON B. Diamond B. That's called the name of the band. It's a new metal band, and they have the free multi-tracks available for stuff like this and for mixing practice and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And before we leave, my friends, let me invite you to my website, amnorhunter.com. I have some cool freebies there, some free PDF guides and ebooks, also some extra free tools such as some collections of guitar impulses and drum sample packs. And don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. And also, let me invite you quickly to my second channel, Amnor Hunter Makes Music. Subscribe. I'm going to create videos only making songs, right? From the initial ideas to the final product and everything in between, using free plugins, using some paid plugins as well, some analog gear that I have. And also, hopefully, I can get some giveaways as well for you. And also, it would be cool, I think, to give away some multi-tracks for free for you guys to practice at home, or to reamp, or to practice mixing, or to test plugins on them or something like that. So subscribe. I'm gonna dedicate that channel entirely for songwriting and stuff like that, right? Actual songs, right? I want to build actual songs that are going to be released for a couple of different original projects that I have in mind. So thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I appreciate it very much. And Kyle also is commenting here, too much AI in my opinion. It's like Skynet taking our mixes. 1 minute it's EQing drums, the next minute Sarah Connor's being hunted down. Yeah, I know that AI can have a use, of course, a good use where a lot of things, heavy lifting, can be done for us, but it's definitely very important that the human element in mixes, and it's important that we don't leave everything to AI, and that AI can also be reconfigured, and that can be also be changed by humans and be used by humans, not like AI using AI. I think, humans always need to be in control of these tools. The human element, and especially in art, the human element must not disappear ever, right? So thanks a lot, you guys. It was a very fun live stream as usual. Take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.